Happy Monday. Happy Supercharged Manifesting Monday. And in our family, we say Happy Money Day. We've renamed Mondays Money Day. And this is a time that we spend connecting. Hang on one second. I'm going to jump over here so I can see the comments. This is a time that we spend connecting, giving ourselves some spiritual coffee. I know for me, it is so foggy, gray, gloomy, all the things outside today. I just want to snuggle up and have an amazing conversation with you all. I actually want to imagine that you're all just sitting around with blankets in my office and we got a nice fire going, nice cup of hot chocolate or coffee, but that we're all here and we're all together. So happy Monday to all of you. Today we're talking about purpose-driven wealth. I want to say purpose-created wealth. So I actually renamed it purpose-created wealth. And I'm going to give you access to your own sheet like this. I'm going to wait for y'all to join. So let me know that you're here. Happy Year of the Rabbit. That's right. Yesterday was the Chinese New Year. Happy Year of the Rabbit. Happy New Year. My children, as you probably can conclude, Tasha Chen, are half Chinese. So it was so strange saying Happy New Year to them yesterday. But that it is, the Year of the Rabbit. And howdy from Austin. Hey, Tracy. As you all know, and I saw my friend Yvette send an email out yesterday with a little note about the Year of the Rabbit and how rabbits co-create prolifically. And so I'm just thinking, I'm just claiming and declaring, I'm jumping on the New Year bandwagon, and I'm like, all right, this is the year to multiply in abundance, our wealth, our love, our health, all the things. Yay! All right, looks like you're all here. Looks like you're all here. Happy Money Manifesting Monday, Kyla. All right, everyone. So this morning we're gonna go rapid fire really fast. I'm really excited. Hey, Monica is here with us this morning, and Jacqueline. That's right, purpose created wealth. Wow. As soon as I said that, it started storming outside. Showers of blessing, showers of abundance. So I that to me is my signal that we're having this topic about multiplication, and it is already blessed. So I want us to run through this really quickly. I want you to know that I'm going to ask you to type. So get ready, get your fingers ready, and at the end, I'm going to give you all access to get your own sheet that looks like this. So you can fill in the numbers that you type. And this is a sheet that you want to put next to your money manifested board, which we did during the party, right? So I'm going to give everyone access to that. But before we do that, I have a question for you. And that is, how many of you finished your board? I finally finished mine last night. No, on Saturday night. I finished mine Saturday night because I wanted it to be done before the Chinese New Year. I wanted it to be done and hung, and I did my business board, my life board, my money board, all done. I finally put some touches on my business board yesterday, but all done. How about you guys? Jackie says I'm done. Are you guys done with your boards? I finished mine. Heather says still working on it. I saw some of the most amazing boards posted in our money attraction community. Man, you ladies are just out there with the creativity. I'm a little reluctant to show you mine, but you guys, you ladies, you rocked it. It was done. Look at all these people. Yay, almost done. I love that you're kind of like just taking your own time and feeling into it. When mine was done, it was just, I put my hands on it. I said, thank you, thank you, thank you. It really warmed my heart to see Barbara finished her board, to really see all the things that I was calling in. That's the purpose of a manifested board. All the things that I had declared since the end of last year that I'm calling in this year. And then my board is like, okay, this is what it will look like. It is done, right? So, there we go. Finishing today, Jackie says, I'm done. All right. I have another question for you now. So we did our money manifested board. Today we're going to create wealth, purpose created wealth. And I also want to know how many of you are registered for the Create the Wealthy You Masterclass? Because I just have to tell you, so can you tell me registered? Type registered if you're registered, you're done, you're set, you're excited. I saw some of you saying can't wait for February 2nd. So I just want to note it's February 8th. The number 8 is the number 8. is my life path number. It's the number of prosperity. And that's why we're doing it February 8th. So it's February 8th. Let me see. Registered. Yay! It blew our minds. How many of you were a yes to this? You wanted it. You wanted in. Is it February 8th yet? Like, I cannot wait for this masterclass because of your desire for it. Like, that's what I am excited to teach you anyway. But your desire just like took me. Yeah, Serena says, registered and I'm excited. Look at all these people registered. Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for all of you. So I want you to know that we are going to be sending out the materials for that masterclass. You're going to get a nice little workbook, and you're going to get it a couple days before the masterclass because we don't want you to get it lost and then you're emailing, I can't find it. So that week, we're going to send it to you a couple days before. All right. So hang tight if you're like, where is it? And those of you that are like, what are you talking about, Tasha? I don't know anything about this Create the Wealthy You masterclass. So we did our boards. And one of the things that we identified is we have to become the woman who lives the life that has the things on that board. And so I created this masterclass really to show you how to create her. How do you create the woman who deserves it, who is being it, who's comfortable with large sums of money, who has thoughts that are in alignment, all the things. We have to create her. And so I'm going to show you how to do that during the masterclass. If you're not registered, the link should be pinned to the top of this video, but you can also DM me at Tasha Chen, the numbers 2023. Just go to Tasha Chen on Facebook and send me 2023, and I believe you should get it. Fingers crossed. You should get all the information for the masterclass. All right. So here we go. Serena's like, great. I was wondering. I love it. Tracy says, definitely struggling with BNS. Tracy, I got you during the masterclass. I got you. Hey, Tanya, first timer. Thanks for being here. Ooh, so happy. We have a first timer, everyone. Find Tracy. Let's see. It's Tanya Ward. Give her some love. So this morning, I want to share with you something that came to my mind as I was, just in my quiet time this morning, getting ready to come talk about this. And it's this idea that I'm always going to have to remind you that wealth is not outside of you. Every time you think about creating wealth, it's not something that's outside of you that you have to go get and pull into your physical existence, right? That is not it. And I'm going to share with you what came to my spirit this morning, which is my own divine download, my conversations with God, that I just felt it was not only for me, but it was for me and for you, right? So I don't know what your spiritual beliefs are. I believe in God. Whatever yours is, whether it's Buddha, Allah, universe, source, creator, I honor everyone's beliefs and perspectives about spirituality. Just know that when I say God, that's because that's my personal spiritual belief, right? So for me, I take the time to hear from God, to hear God in my spirit. And this morning, it was, Tasha, wealth is already deposited in you, in all of you. Wealth is already deposited in me. It's already deposited in you. It's like we use the analogy of the seed. When you look, all you see, imagine that this is a tiny little seed, right? But all you see when you have a seed is just a little seed. But when you put it in the earth, that seed turns into a giant tree. So within the little seed is everything that makes it capable of becoming a huge tree with leaves and branches and gives you shade and fruit and food and all the things, right? Oxygen and all the things that we need. And when you look at a little seed, it's like, oh, but that's just a little seed. No, that seed has within it everything to become a tree or a huge plant. And it's the same thing with us. Within all of us is everything that's needed to create wealth. And so what we want to do, and what, the message that we came in with is like, listen, the secret is the kingdom is within you. The treasure is within you. All that there is of God is already inside. You already have it all within you. But you have been cultured to believe that it's all out there and you have to go out there to get it. God's infinite storehouse, infinite abundance is within you, is within me. It's within us. And so when you think about that, like it's already been deposited within me from the moment I was created, from the moment you were created, wealth was within you. You are hardwired. It's already been deposited in you. But here's the thing. And this is where I truly believe that life is meant for us to remember who we are, what we're capable of, what we're from. Like it's this whole entire journey called life is about remembering. I truly believe that and I understand it now more than ever. And so when you think of wealth and being created and given everything that you need within you, then I want you to think about, how do I make a withdrawal? Like if it's already been deposited within me, how do I make a withdrawal so that just like I go to the bank and you give a slip and you say, this is my account, I want to take out this much so that I can come out of the bank with the physical cash that I can go buy whatever I want. Right? The same process of making a deposit from a bank. And I know I'm being super simple and basic this morning because honestly, it really is like this simple. It really is. We overcomplicate it. So before I even get into like being purposeful, I want you to just remember and understand. And that's my mission this year. It's all about wealth with ease. It's all about reminding you who you are, what you have, what you're capable of. So you know, like you know, like you know, and you don't spend time in doubt or worry around being wealthy, right? So just like you would go to the bank with a deposit slip, it's the same process. Wealth is already deposited within you. How do you make a withdrawal? Well, it says, ask and you shall receive. That's what the Bible says. Ask and you shall receive. Those are the universal instructions. Ask and it will be given unto you. And it sounds, again, so simple, but this is the piece that so many people have the hardest time with, is truly asking. And this morning, that's what we're going to do. I wish I had saved my sheet like this from 2022 because I want to show you how all I did, and we did this last year and we did it the year before. All I did was I wrote in some numbers in all four of these houses and it manifested. That's it. I'm not going to say I sat on my fingers, right? But I am going to tell you that I asked, and everything that whether I needed to do it or somebody else needed to do it, it all came together and I received. I took the deposit. Right? I took the withdrawal. I took it out of me and into physical reality. So how do you do that? Is you have to ask and you have to constantly be asking. And then let's talk about how to ask. The Bible says, when you ask, believe that you have already received it. When you ask, believe that you have already received it. So you already have everything within you to create infinite wealth. The treasures, the kingdom, God's infinite storehouse is within you. You already came here with all the wealth that you could ever desire in this lifetime within you. You have it within you. But how do you deposit? How do you pull it out of you into physical cash in your hand so you can go about living life? You have to make a withdrawal. So to withdraw, you have to ask. And that's what we're going to do this morning. We're going to ask, and we're going to ask and believe that we have already received this. That's why we do a manifested board. It's the process of, like Barbara said, the law of attraction in action. You do this to say, this is already done, right? So for those of you that would love to have this sheet, this is my own handwriting just because I wanted it to be big so I could read it. Go ahead and type the word, hang on a second. I have it on here for all of you. Type the word purpose in the comments. Type the word purpose. And at the end of the live, you are going to get this sheet. You're going to get a PDF in Facebook Messenger, and you can just download it, print it, and fill your numbers in. Put this up next to your board. Mine's already done. It's up on my wall. I have a whole manifested wall. So it's up on my wall close to my board. All right. So every one of you, go ahead, type the word purpose so you can get your sheet. It's going to be in Facebook Messenger when you're done. Go get it after this. for now. We're going to go rapid fire real quick. We're just going to, whatever number comes to your mind. Remember, all we're doing is asking and believing it's already received. The Science of Getting Rich says, imagine a financial condition exactly as you want it to be and live all the time in that imaginary condition. So imagine that you have been purposeful around creating wealth for this year. And this is just for this year. I'm going to give you 4 different areas that you want to be thinking about. How much currency. I love my numerologist. She said, I don't like the word money. It's got a lot of heavy energy around it. I like currency. I'm like, I kind of like that. So you're going to hear me say that a lot. I love that, right? So how much currency do you want in each of these categories? Now, I'm not a financial planner by any means. All I can tell you is I fill these in and it's my financial plan. I do meet with my financial planner and I can say, right, objectively, this is the plan that I have for this year. Show me how to make this happen. But I already know that it's done. So I see Evie. I think Evie might be watching. Oh no, Evie, for some reason it's not showing your word that you're typing, which is interesting. But go ahead and type the word. Purpose. Barbara says currency sounds like the ocean or river flowing to me in the current. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Your part, it says, is to intelligently formulate your desire for the things which make for larger life. Your part is to intelligently formulate your desire for the things which make for larger life and impress this desire on formless substance. And formless substance has the power and the will to bring you what you want. That is a formula of I'm just going to ask and believe that it has already been received by me. And formless substance, the energy, God, source, universe, takes care of how it all happens. That part is not my part. My part is to intelligently formulate my desire and ask, which is why I want to take it out of, I have a big number that I want to manifest for 2023. I have this big number. I want to bring it down into practical. Here's how I want my financial life to look like. Right? Here's some of the reasons that I want money. I want to create money for these 4 things purposefully, exact amounts of money. So if you're ready, number one, are you ready? We are going to, Barbara, Jackie says, beautifully written. Number 1, I want you to think of cash reserves. For 2023, every single person in the money family, I want you to purposefully create a number right now that is at least 6 months of your living expenses covered. So what is 6 months when you pay your mortgage, your car note, you go to the groceries, you pay your utilities, you pay your outstanding balances, your loans? What is the total amount of money that's going out every month? And I want you to multiply that by 6, and you're at least 6, and you're going to write that under cash reserves. I did this for myself in 2022. I did it for 6 months, and this year I increased it to a year because I manifested it, right? So that account, my cash reserves account, it has 6 months set aside, done. That's the only purpose it serves. It's not for anything else other than for me to be able to cover all of my expenses for 6 months, right? So I want you to think for yourself a minimum of 6 months. And your first thing, I want you to write cash reserves and write that number, right? So we're going for cash reserves, number 1. Think about it, declare it. When you get your sheet, you're going to print your sheet and you're going to fill it in that first house, right? Money houses. P.S. Where I got this whole thing with the money houses was a multi-billionaire that lives in my town who managed some number. I can't even remember how, it's such a big number, but he managed a hedge fund, and literally he sits at Starbucks every morning and just plays with his money, right? And someone introduced him to me to mentor my son, and I went along for some on the side conversations for myself. And I remember he sat me down and we had a conversation about the money houses. And he said, you have to think of your money in houses. This house, that's all this house is for, is cash reserves, right? So and then the other house we're going to move on to, I'm going to tell you about, but it's 4 houses and I want you to fill them in right now. So number 1 is cash reserves, and it's a minimum of 6 months of your expenses. Number 2, and here we go, we're going to go rapid fire. Type this one, you want to grow and protect, or you want to call this one your retirement. How much do you want to see in your retirement account at the end of 2023? As you all know, my wonderful husband, this has been mission critical for me. He's like, I need to inspire you to have that retirement account fully funded by his standards and his definition, right? This is something, to be very honest with you, I never put any pressure on myself around before, but this year I'm committed to it. So I'm going to at least meet the number that he thinks is a safe amount. So what are you going to see? And I want much more than that in my retirement account. God, in case you're hearing, that's just a start. So what is the amount that you want to see in retirement at the end of this year? It doesn't mean like this is all the money I need to retire and I can do it tomorrow, but it just means for this year, I want my retirement account to be increased or to be worth this much. So I want you to think about that and come up with a number that you want to see in retirement for a total number. My retirement accounts, when I look at my retirement accounts, this is what's in it. And this house he calls your grow and protect house. So you want to be very, at least conservative with where you have this money invested. You obviously want it to be accruing interest or experiencing some kind of growth, right? So you don't want to put it in something that's going to do 0.02% interest, because you'll never retire. You'll never have the money that you need to retire. But on the other hand, you don't want to put it in something that's so speculative that it might all be gone tomorrow, right? So you have to, I'm not a financial advisor, just telling you some wisdom I've picked up along the way. You want to think of this house as, this is my house for my retirement. In this house, I grow and protect my money. All right, there we go. Barbara's in here typing some advice for you. If you're over 60, maximum 401k in 2023 is 30,000 now. Under 60, it's 27,000. So you can add 27,000 to as a maximum amount to your 401k. That's what you can add. But Barbara, what I want you to think about is not how much you can add to it, but obviously wherever you're adding it, you're investing. So that account is growing. I want you to think about not how much can you add to it? How much do you want it to be valued at? And that's what I do with mine. I don't know how much money I'm going to put in there, but I know at the end of the year, it's going to be valued at this number. That's where I want you to go. 111 on the screen. So there we go. Right? Okay. Yeah. What do you want it to be valued at? The other one is, I really want us to step into, and last time we did this, I call this your speculative account. And I said, just have a little money sitting around that in case somebody comes with like the next greatest, opportunity for you to invest in Tesla or Amazon or Facebook like 25 years ago, you're like, oh, you know what? I got a little money sitting here. I could take a chance on that. We always want to have money for that. But this time, what I really want us to do as we talk about wealth and wealth creation, I want everyone in the money family to start being intentional about creating passive income, right? So house number 3 is going to be money that you want to see set aside for you to invest in creating passive income for you, because that is true wealth. We're talking about wealth with ease. There's nothing easier than when your money is coming in passively. So number 3, I want you to think I want you to think create passive income. What is the number that you want to see set aside for opportunities where you can create passive income? Create passive income. I love it. I love seeing all of you putting your numbers in, but I really want to make sure that you're getting it. So number 3 is create passive income. Everybody got that? Everybody have a number? I can't see mine from over here, but it's a big, for me, not ever having this house, when I'm being purposeful around creating wealth. I had speculative money last year, and it was I probably had $20,000 set aside to speculate. It's like, you know what, if I hit the gold mine and it creates a lot of millions, I'll be happy. If I lose 20,000, I'll be okay. Well, I don't have that this year. I want to be intentional around creating passive income, and so I put a significant number there for me. So creating passive income. All right. And then the last house, the last one, and this is where so many of us, when we think about being purposeful in making withdrawals from the wealth that is within, this is where we get so serious with money and we forget to think about this one. So I could have said this is a bonus one. I actually removed one of the houses from the sheet last year to make sure this one's on here. I want you to be intentional around creating wealth for fun. Creating wealth for fun. I don't want you to think about where am I going to get the money to fund this account? How. I just want you to say, I don't know how. I'm just willing to ask and believe. Tasha said, all the wealth is within me anyway. It's already within me. I'm literally just making a deposit. This is my withdrawal slip. I'm sorry. I'm literally making a withdrawal, right? So this document right here is my withdrawal slip. To God, universe, source, to the treasury within me. It's like, here is my withdrawal. Take care of the how. You said to intelligently formulate my desire. Well, I've intelligently formulated it. I'm very clear. And so I want you to think about money for fun. Tracy says, yay, fun. Yes, fun. Money doesn't want to be just your serious partner in your life. It wants to be a part of the things that bring you joy. So give it that purpose. It wants to support you in living a life of abundance, right? You were created to enjoy life. So make sure that as you're creating wealth and you're being purposeful around creating wealth, that you're always thinking about wealth for fun. I see D saying, getting the form. If you would like to get this form, you want to make sure you type the word purpose. I have it there on the screen. Type the word purpose in the comments and then check Facebook Messenger. You'll get the PDF and you can download it and print it and put it up next to your money manifested board. All right. Yay, Sandra. Ooh, I love that. Sandra says money for fun, $60,000. Sandra, what I really want to know is what kind of fun are you going to have? I love that. Money for fun. Yes, money for fun. So look at these big numbers. You guys are not joking. You were waiting for me to say fun, to give you permission to have money for fun. Wealth for fun. Yes, absolutely. And the thing about this process is that our part is to ask. And when you're not, naturally asking, either because you have limitations around, well, I don't know, how would I get that amount of money? Or I don't know where it's going to come from anyway. Or we're just not planning financially. This is financial planning. I want you to know this is your creation of your net worth by the end of 2023. So never have anybody tell you that over here in the money family, it's just, it's woo-woo and not practical. I stand by my financial plan. It might not look like how most people need it to look, like in an Excel spreadsheet, got calculators and all that going on. But this is my financial plan. And you best believe I manifested it in 2022. And so are you. You're going to create. Manifesting is just about creating. You have taken the withdrawal of these numbers outside of the treasures that's already within you. You're just withdrawing it into your physical reality. All right. So there you go. I see a lot of you. Yeah. If you want to get the sheet, go ahead and type the word purpose and you'll get the sheet you get the PDF in your Facebook Messenger. All right. And when you're done, Barbara says, I stand by what you are teaching. It works. And let me tell you, Barbara is the manifestor of the year. She got the award because She just manifested crazy things in the area of finances last year. And why? Well, success leaves clues. What did Barbara say when we interviewed her? I show up every Monday morning for your lives. I do the money manifesting party. I fill out all the forms. I'm here for all of it. She, like you can look at somebody else and go, wow, she's just lucky. No, she shows up. She does this. She does all the things. Success leaves clues. That's all I'm going to say about that. I promise you, if you're willing, that's all that's requested of you. Are you willing to ask and believe that you have already received it? If you are, print your sheet, fill your numbers in, and know that you can walk away feeling proud. You know how people say women don't do financial planning. Well, you did. You did it this morning. So walk away, hang your financial plan up, and know I completed my financial plan. Go ahead and type that. I completed my 2023 financial planning. Hang on, I'm going to put this on here because I'm like, nobody is going to say that about, about the Money Family. I completed, let me make sure I spell. Yes. There we go. I completed my 2023 financial plan. It is done. You're so successful. Look at you, amazing, wealthy women and a few good men. Look at you. I completed my 2023 financial planning. Like, do you not feel so successful to start this week? Yeah, it is done. I completed it. It's done. There you go. And it was easy and it was fun. And we dreamt and we created and we took withdrawals and we know that we're already wealthy. And now we leave it up to God, universe, source to do all the things that need to be done to pull that out into physical reality. Easy peasy, done. Wealth with ease. Ah, it is done. I'm so proud of all of you. All right, everyone, go have an incredible Monday. I'm so excited for us for this year, for 2023, and all the things that's going to bring. And for those of you that are registered for the Create the Wealthy You Masterclass, remember it's February 8th, and we're going to send you the materials for that a week before. If you're not yet registered, there's a link at the top, pinned at the top of this video. You should see the link that you can use to get yourself registered. All right? Well, I love you. Happy Monday. Bye, everyone.